Hi, hello, welcome back. It's been a few minutes since I was last here. Okay, I'm back. And we're gonna do a January count up. How exciting! I've got some placeholders just in case. I don't like to leave money lying around at all, just because where we live security is not the best, and so anything above 50, off it goes, if I've got enough placeholders, fingers crossed. Yeah, so I don't think I'll dilly-dally. I think the last video was long enough, wasn't it? Just to let you know, last month I put a 0 because technically this is January, even though we're in February. Shh, don't tell anyone, okay? So let's start with the month ahead. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. Emergency has 20 in the bank, and it has 20, 40, 50. So that 20 in the bank, I'm going to put as cash because this was confusing me. And then I think I'm going to use this. So 50's in the bank, and I'll transfer 30 to the bank. I think these were from Rainbow Budgets, but like years ago. So I put 50 in there, and that makes that up. So that's 70. I'm just going to make a note here. 30 back to bank. Back to bank. So I'm going to pop that to one side up there. Cats should have 20, and it does, just 20. Christmas has 50, which again, 0 to 50, I'm going to put straight back to the bank. So 50. Patrick has 30. I have 30. And then I found my friend's wallet. Woo! They have 40. And that's that one. So that is 120, 190, 210, 260, 300, so that's 360. Total for sinking funds in January, which I think is an amazing amount. And then challenges. Oh my goodness. Right. So the Fool has 21. Giselle has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exactly 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I'm going to swap that out for a note. I know I did all that faffing in the last video. I've still got pen all over my fingers from the last video. So if we put that up there, I do have money bags, so there we go. And then the minis. Right, I've completed this one. So I'm going to take that one out. Woo woo. So that's 12, 14, 15. I've got 15. So this should make up to 10. Oh my goodness. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take this 10, pop that in there. So I pop this in, and then I should, bear with me a second and I'll get down then. My little cash pot of minis from Eva. She sent them over for free because she is a cutie patootie. So, because it's Valentine's Day coming up soon, I'm gonna go with this one. You go, girl. How cute. How stinking cute. Yes. Let's do that. I think that'll be a cute little transition. And maybe that one next. Definitely going to save that for later on in the year. How cute. Right. So we'll put that in. No, not there, Emma. Oh, yeah. So that'll be our new challenge for our new minis. And we'll work on those together. Roll a match. I don't want to talk about it. 5, 10, 20, 30, 40. 40. Oh no, the minis. How much did I say? The minis had 15, didn't it? Ooh. And that has 40. And Duck Duck Goose is 25. And Tiny Book. So this is the only one I don't put placeholders in because it reaches 100. Has 70. Because as soon as it's full, it all goes into the bank. I haven't decided if we're going to put this towards a motorbike fund, because me and my partner really want to learn to ride motorbikes, because we spend an extortionate amount on train fare. It's like £500 a month for the two of us to get to and from work. And that's just the baseline. Sometimes it can be more. And it's absolutely sapping all of our finances, and it's ridiculous. And we worked it out that if we both learnt to ride a motorbike and just did it on the CBT, if we could get a good deal on insurance, and because we're both 30, we've had a few quotes for insurance already. That means it's £1,000 a month if we're on an L plate, which we would be because it'd just be CBT. And so, sorry, not £1,000, £1,000 a year for two of us. So it'd be £2,000 for insurance if we each got our own bike. And so we're going to try save up for bikes and hopefully like get one person on a bike, so that the money that we save on travel could then fund the next bike. Yeah, because we worked out we'd save like £250 a month. There or thereabouts, give or take, like, 30-40 quid. But hello, boy tub. Hi. You come in and say hello. Hello. This is Bod Top. Hello. But yeah. So I don't know what to do with that, because all of the debt that we have is on interest-free credit cards. So we're not in any risk, and it's interest-free for 30 months. So we're happy to keep paying what we're paying right now. We don't feel as though we need to pay more. Come on. Yeah. Ooh. And so yeah, I think it would offer us freedom, so we could go out and do things without relying on public transport to get places. So we'd be able to do more things as a couple and not have to arrange things with friends all the time. Yeah, so I don't know if that's going towards that or if it's going towards debt yet. That's a conversation for me and my other half, but I think we're leaning towards bikes because everything in this folder is also going towards the bike fund currently because that's our goal. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. But where were we? So that is 70, 95, 110, 120, 160, 181, right? She hopes. So that's 400, 541 in January. Damn. That's a lot of money to be saving in 1 month, considering that we're low income. That's amazing. That's amazing. Also, this is on top of, I completely forgot to mention because it happened at the start of the month. Crazy. So this saving of 541 is on top of us paying off £1,170 of our debts. So we paid off a big chunk of debts at the very start of January. We were awarded a grant due to my partner losing his job in unfair circumstances, and we made the decision to push that money into the debts and paid off 1,170. Also, completely forgot, I do have £400 sat in a savings account, which is the leftover money from that grant, which again, I don't know what to do with. So we're debating putting it into a high interest savings account and locking it for a year, because we're not going to have the bikes ready, the money saved up ready for the bikes until like next year, most likely. Fingers crossed that everything goes well, touch wood, all the wood. So yeah, I've got another 400. So on top of this, there is a £400 savings pot. But I'm thinking of putting that in a locked pot, or at least a pot where you gain higher interest because you have to give notice to withdraw the money. So at least then it'd still be accessible if, heaven forbid, we had another incident. I just don't want to rely on the credit cards again for an emergency like we had to last year. Poor Bottle Top had a dental issue and had to have a tooth removed, and unfortunately the emergency pot wasn't up to scratch because we'd not been saving and we had to pump all of our savings in, and we'd lost us jobs and it was a whole thing. So I don't want to have to go back down that route. So again, any advice on the savings pot for that money would be greatly appreciated, because I want to make the most of the interest on it, because I don't intend on touching it. And it's £400, so it can't be any of the big ones that require £1,000 deposit. But I'd like to try and make that money work for me. That would be nice. That would be nice. Do I include that here? I'm gonna. Let's put that was none, and now we've got 400. So realistically that's 941 if we include that savings, but just in the envelopes it's 541. Woo. Going back to bank, we should have 80. It's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Oh my goodness. I say that. Wasn't that over 100? And we didn't even do that, did we? Did the emergency fund. And then, oh my gosh. Can you tell I'm a bit of a scatterbrain lately? It's a lie, it's not lately, it's all the time. So let's take 100, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And let's go slap that back in the bank. Woo! No, Emmy, you need a placeholder. You need a placeholder. I'm going to use these ones. Ooh, not those ones. These ones. These ones from Eva, look at them. Oh, stunning. I have a feeling that when it comes to the clippy ones, they might not fit though. Right. That's it, I'm done. I'm going to sign off before I make a mess of even more things. Ouch. So it's 180 I should be taking. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 14, 16, 17, 18. And I'll put all this in my little back to the bank baggie. Stunning. And that's everything. Thank you for sticking with me on yet another whirlwind of a video. And I will hopefully see you towards the end of February. So I'll do it at the back end of every month, but hopefully like not the very end of Feb this time. Maybe in the last week. And then these videos can have like a week apart or at least a few days rather than back to back. Anyway, thank you, and I hope your budgeting in February goes really well. And I look forward to seeing how much you guys saved in January. Bye!